My name is Dontez Lindsay. I am the general manager of Dux Trading LLC, as well as the lead trainer of StockCraft. I'm not a financial advisor, nor a CPA, and the content I create is for entertainment and educational purposes only. I trade in my account, and everything I do is hypothetical in nature because it doesn't happen in your account. My experience with trading is not typical, nor does it guarantee that similar results will be obtained by you. I am merely sharing my opinion with no guarantee of gains or losses in investments. Remember, day trading can be extremely risky. You should be prepared to lose all the funds that you use for day trading. In particular, you should not fund day trading activities with retirement savings, student loans, second mortgages, emergency funds, funds set aside for purposes such as education or home ownership, or funds required to meet your living expenses. Further, certain evidence indicates that investments less than $50,000 will significantly impair the ability of a day trader to make a profit. Of course, an investment of $50,000 or more will no way guarantee a success. With that out of the way, let's get into the content.
Hey guys, good morning. Yeah, sorry about the second echo. I forgot to turn off the what is this called? Display audio. I usually only turn that back on when I want to put on the music. Yeah, but so far I haven't seen anything worth looking at in the market. How you guys doing? You guys see anything that I may have missed? Morning. What up? Didn't even check to see if the cameras. Yeah, I did it. I'm actually on camera. I did it. Are you proud of me, Mom? Okay, I'm done. So SNN or SSNT, this was something with a 40 million resistance. But I tried to borrow around like 520. Like I didn't go to sleep. And I didn't get anything. I should have looked around like 4 o'clock when it was actually, doing something. The resistance goes back to November. So we saw yesterday there was a resistance on VRNA that was over a year old, and it actually worked. Yeah, it actually worked. And went all the way down to 9. That could have been one of my trades. I know a lot of people were probably mad they missed BBY, not BBY. And, this was coming up again this morning, but there was no like consolidation to go off of besides the day before yesterday. And I don't know if that's actually still, something you can use, like confidently. Even if it does go back up to that 1130 area, which it got pretty close earlier. Only way I would use it if it went sideways for a bit. Yeah, but other than that, I really don't see anything. Might call it early today. We'll probably see something pop up in the middle. What's up with all the moving boxes? Are you getting kicked out of Camp Ducks? Moving boxes? Oh no, that's takeout. Yeah, this is chicken fried rice. This is garlic noodles. They're both empty. And this is my diary. Chapter 1. What am I unwilling to do? 100% of a routine or schedule. Or give up on an idea. Give up on an idea. following something rigid unwillingly, aka I'm stubborn. Okay. AERC. Yesterday I saw AERC moving. Yeah, I'll pull it on StockRap. It's like, oh my god. You need to keep a huge bug and make a flashlight. Plain view, keep everyone on edge. I know there's some streams out there that do that. Or did they call it crap? I know what it's called. It's not appropriate anyway. It's fine. It's a good thing I don't remember. All right, so with this, using these resistances, they've technically been canceled because you had a less volume go past them. And even if you did use, the 9th, which is yesterday, you could probably use some extension and like you said, like you can use this 16 million and this 14 million. Everything before that point, it kind of wouldn't work. Like, so you'd have to push the 10 to even pretend to use anything like worth actually like as a resistance. So or at least that's just for me, the type of plays I go for. Unless you're trying to do some type of overextended gap down kind of play. Since this went from 3 to 7, which is over 100%. Yeah, over 100%. And then it went down 15%. And trying to get like into the morning, like that last hour consolidation. It would be better if it was like 3 hours consolidation. But that'd be one of the variations for overextended gap down. But it also went down too much if you are thinking that, because it went past the 15%. Because 70 cents plus 35 cents is $1.05. So that means you have to be at like 685, and it clearly went down to like 620. But before it opens, if it gets back up to that like 685 area, then you might technically be within that range. Like between 15 and like around like 24%. Like that's like one of those dead zones where you don't know what's gonna happen. If it's above that like 22-24%, then you're like, oh, it can do like that first red day kind of pullback. But all I know is there's a criteria, and the criteria is there for a reason. Without meeting every bit of it, you're gonna reduce some odds. The odds only reduce like by like 15-20%, but it still reduces the odds. I feel like I just lost a screen. If I lost it, I shouldn't have had it in the first place. Okay, so CPI report came out, and SPY did go up. They expected there to be like a 0.5% is what I saw before, but it actually came out less. They also did their inflation relief plan. I've been looking at a lot of cats and animal videos. I have to get back to the CPI report. So CPI report came out and it didn't beat expectations. So that's really bullish. So the sentiment in the market is, people should be buying. But when you look at the scanners, there's no volume. Like for the penny stocks at least. I think my wireless mouse just died for my laptop. Because I know I didn't turn it off. And let's put it on the charger. CLWT. Oh, that's the $2 one. That's the top one of the day. I saw that earlier. It didn't have any, or what do you call that? It didn't have any like resistance. I'm mostly looking for like bounce shorts. Yeah, this is nothing. Downtrending for a bit. Something else I was doing. Oh yeah, they did the little relief or the inflation relief plan, and it actually brought inflation down in a lot of places. And so there are rumors going around that the energy inflation would go over to rent inflation, and yeah, I'm gonna look at that later to see if that actually happened. Which reminds me, oh yeah, I should probably not put that up. There we go. See where we're at. So we saw the overall came at it. Overall increase at 10.9 across the board. And we saw at the end of July there was 8.5. Let's just look at energy for now. Like month over month. There's a I just saw it. There's a chance that there's a 75 points basic hike in September. Originally that was 80%. Now that's down to like 35%. After Powell spoke at the CPI report about like, an hour ago. Yeah, but energy. Yeah, I'll go into the details later. But I really wanted to get the shares on SSNT, but it doesn't look like it's gonna push anyway. So it just would have been a waste of borrows. This one has a resistance. At 5.
Market is open.
Yeah, 5.7. And they already hit it at they already hit it in the pre-market at 5.94. Now, if there's a morning push up to that side, it's a 3 million float. It's a tech company. A bright screen. Okay, there's the chat. I think AERC needs to hit 1214 before I give it a shot. That sounds about right. Let's say at that point, you wouldn't be, whoa. Oh, it's over here. I was like, what did I just do? I undocked it. Yeah. But what am I doing? Yeah, about 1214. Like, this is the actual resistance. Everything up to this point, you can use it as a reference to where, you know, price levels have, like, were remembered or respected. But yeah, from here to there, that's the only really resistance you can use respectfully. Like, even over the next like couple days, you want it to happen all at once for the highest odds. Yeah, but what is this? 100%. So at this point, it's pretty much considered the first green day. So if you get a second green day going today, maybe you can do the stuff that has been happening lately, where it's like a second green day fail, or it does like that 60% push again and then it fails. But if it did do that, you know, 10 would be, yeah, it'd pretty much be round 10. Okay. You start the stream at 9:15 now? Yeah. I did that so I can have time to, you know, just speak about stuff that I researched that morning and like give myself more room to talk about plays and stuff. Instead of just scrambling to do it in a very fast paced way in the first like 2-3 minutes. And then I'm just like, guys, I'm trading. Like, and then, you know, once I'm in the trade, I'm not just going over the mic huffing and puffing. I'm like, guys, like, do you see it? The ticker moved. So scary. Now, there was a reference I wanted to make to AERC. It was like a second green day. I wanted to pull up a note real quick. There we go. Oh, it was ILAG. Yeah, I'm gonna just pull it up on StockGraph. I don't like the picture I took. Don't worry, I'll wait. HKD is at $200 now. $200. Crazy. I wonder how long it's gonna take for it to go like under 100. It still isn't coming. Ooh. Look at that. Look at that big pullback on BBVY. APN did the same thing, except it came back about an hour later. Yeah, so like, I can't see this going too far down. I don't know, but I was like, since it's a meme stock, I don't know if that changes things. Yeah, but this was definitely predictable. But I feel a lot more reserved being under PDT. But there's another thing I was doing. Oh yeah, I wanted to make reference to this. So I don't need this. Okay, this one went up more than 100%, but pretty much green day, second green day, and then, you know, it came down all the way to the consolidation. Like, that was kind of a support area. Then it cracked that the next day. That's all I really wanted to say. Now, what were we comparing it to? I think it was AERC. Are we going to see a push on this? If we do, is this under it when it went that way? Yeah, it went under and then it went above it. But this one is in the after hours. That's different from if it was during the day. Okay, where'd the chat go? I went ahead and got some borrows on BBBY. They were cheap, looking for it to bounce off 11.2. Yeah, we just saw it crack. I still think there's gonna be a push, but like when it pushes, I wouldn't trust it. But that's just me. It's just because I'm still thinking about APDN. But this one actually is kind of different because remember the reason we didn't trade APDN for a bit was because we knew it had a dollar block. It had a lot of extension all in one day, but it wasn't the first green day, or it wasn't a first red day because it didn't have multiple green days to get up to that point. This one actually does. It's been going green for a minute, so it has a lot of people that have been long for a while, and oh no, I'm still conflicted. At least I know what to call this one though. Yeah, so actually it just might just drop at this point. Different. HKD borrows $23. LOL. What? Oh yeah, they try to short that to the ground. Free market volume only 1 million. See? I started learning 3D modeling and animation so I can start making NFTs. I'll be a millionaire soon. You know, good luck with that. I remember working with CAD programs, like for engineering. It's always fun. So I know this bounced off. You know, like the low 11. Okay. Yeah, put it 11. Oh, SSNT is halted. Okay, I was zoomed in. I was like, why does this one look so like FOMO causing? Like, and I'm on a 30-minute candle. Like, I can understand if I was like on, 1 or 3 like this. It's still under a penny. Oh yeah, easy to borrow. Gonna buy it. Oh, put in the shares. Bought it. $12 million. What's your thought on HLBZ? I think it was $1. That was something 2 days ago. I wasn't thinking about it. Yeah, that's pretty much what I thought. I wasn't thinking about it. This was the one that was $2, right? Where'd it go? LBZ. Yeah, $2. Cents. $2.4. 100%. Market cap 60. Low. Small. It's in the consolidation, even if it bounces. I'd be going for a double top at most. Anything below that, 220 minimum, risking high and day. Right now it's yeah. How much volume's actually? 220, 150. Oh my gosh. That's a lot of volume. You know, you should be, well, it's too low. It's too cheap to reach any dollar block and be actually worth, you know, shorting because of that. It is overextended on the daily. And in terms of like support, you know, this crack, it found some support around like 130, like the top of this area too. So if this is pretty much the neutralized area, you want double from that point until you actually feel confident enough to short again, which is pretty much 260, 270 area. And then if you want to be like an early short, you'd be aiming for pretty much a double intraday top is what I want to say, but I don't know if it's actually called that. Something like that. Like that's if I really wanted to overtrade on this. Now you calling this a first red day? It does have that. What do you call it? It does have a massive pull down, so it demands a bounce, and you can do that into like a consolidation created. Well, I wouldn't really call this a consolidation. It's not tight enough. Like this is 20 cents on a $2 stock, which is 10%. So like when you just use the numbers, it's technically right, but it doesn't look like it did the amount of like time that you want. Like the more I look at it, the more I can see why you're calling it a first red day. Like, you know, this is 3 hours, but I wouldn't call that a consolidation. But I can't tell if it's because I'm just zoomed in like that. It's like no matter how I look at it, if I go to the 15-minute candle just looking for like momentum and stuff, it still doesn't look like a consolidation to me. Now let me put it on like here, see if it looks different. HBLB, no, HLBZ. Because you pretty much have to go back to the I have to pull up my first red day notes just to make sure we're in the right price range and stuff. But like this does demand a bounce, but it's so cheap. And then, you know, there was 150 million this day, or 220 million this day, 150 million that day. That volume is going to do something to a push. I'm just saying it's only going to have like a morning edge only, with a very low odds of like actually breaking past 130. Like if anything, I feel like you'd be able to get to like 150 comfortably, but anything close to like 130, it's going to be a fader, like a slow fader from there. Where's my, oh no, where's my tissue first? Aha. And let's see. Oh, it's also easy to borrow. To trap. This looks so awkward right here. What was I doing? Oh yeah. First red day. Okay. So you're supposed to have consistently increasing volume. It has a lot of volume, but I don't think it was consistently increasing. It actually went down. And the reason the increase in volume is a requirement is just because you're trying to get that dollar block, get the
overload of that price level, and $2 is such a cheap level. But remember what we were talking about before. You want like a tight consolidation, and like, so technically, you know, if this does get to 2, you have like $3, or you have 3 hours right here, but it's not like directly sideways. It's too widespread. Like, figure out the actual volume during that 3 hours. Okay, 38 minutes. About 45. About like 85. Up to 11. $90. But then it's spread over 20 cents. Hey, that's close to 100. If you made them in the middle, probably have 40 million resistance. Plus 35% extension. Like a 30% push. I think it was like 36%. Yeah, it has odds. But that's just looking at one of the criterias. Pre-first for a day, create tight range. Late day crack, overnight gap fill. Wait. Oh yeah. Talking about that. Yeah, this also wasn't a late day crack. This was a morning fail. Like if it was late day, a spike that gaps down like overnight and then gaps back up, that's a lot harder to beat down. But since this one's in the morning, the bag holders are more likely to not be there as much, if that makes sense, because they have more time to get out versus some people, you know, if it was in the later day, they'll still be there. But it still has odds. I'm just talking smack about it though. It did have a massive drop, but it's a $2 stock, so. Okay, it meets the volume criteria. Like low float with minimum like 50 million. Oh, micro float. HLBZ looks like a Tim Grittani pattern. Third day surge, red to green. Red to green. Yeah. Main thing is when you see these kind of plays, the max amount of profit range only goes to the neutralized area, and
Remember, this started at like 60 cents, and when it ran, the only support it found was somewhere around like the 130. So we're considering that the neutralized area. And the thing is, you're not going to get all the way to the neutralized area. You're going to get to like 25% above it. So it goes in, or like you really want to have something to like cap you. Like this is definitely tradable. It's just not ideal. Is what I'm trying to say. Now, if this was something like $5-6, between 5 and 8, now I go for it. The highest it went to, I said 195. Usually when you go like red to green or any kind of just reversal, it makes the second action stronger. Why CLWT is not on Stockcraft Gainers? That's Quote Stream Media. They have their own data feed, and there's some that just doesn't go to their data. You have to put it in manually, and that's usually why I pull up a second scanner and I just put the ones that aren't there that I'm interested in my watch list, and you know, they just pop up quick. Yeah, but that's not the platform, that's the data provider. If you sign in with a different broker like Polygon or TradeStation, those tickers that are missing will pop up. Hey ERC, let's go. Where'd it go? Forgot the number I said earlier. I think it was like 680. Yeah, because it has to be 15. So oh, I'm doing plus, that's why. Oh, the mic doesn't like my phone. I was like, what the hell is that static? It was actually 663. Okay. I forgot what I was about to say. Oh yeah. I was doing the profit. That didn't seem. That didn't seem right. 0.9. Nah. It's somewhere there. It has something to do with range. I'll be waking up slow. Go to my notes. Wait, I didn't even sleep. When losing. Oh. Did another one. 72. Pretty close. I forgot what I was doing.
Rejected.
Got rejected. All right, let's see. A or C. SPY going up again. Yeah. EBU. I figured 8.5 would be the strongest support. Pretty much combining support at 9 with the support at 8 and meeting in the middle. At an offer. Oh, I should probably be looking at the chat to see what they're talking about too. 10 minutes ago. Next path beyond strong buy. Short squeeze. What are they talking about? remember earlier when I was talking about APDN, like how it came back up and then it squeezed. The only difference between the two was this actually has, you know, several green days going up to that point. I don't know. I feel like I'm trying to make them look the same. I'm not gonna finish that statement, but I still think this is a strong support around like 8.5, and it's technically still a meme stock. I don't know. I don't trust it. It just be sleepy and paranoid. Who knows? But this article though. What is he talking about? Because remember the APDN, this was like really recently. That's the only reason I'm like mentioning it. It took it an hour and a half to come back. Was it an hour and a half? Or, I think it was longer. Oh, okay. It took an hour to like crack that previous top it made that morning. So in that case, you know, in the next hour, it should pretty much break a 1080. And part of me wants to buy, but I already bought it. I just bought a very small amount on StockCraft. Now we're going in big. We're going a whole 500 shares instead of 100 like last time. Look at that. Our price is 9.27. The current price is 9.2. If we look at my history on here, I'm pretty sure everything in here is negative. Negative $1, 13, 12, 27. Yeah. But main thing is a short squeeze. I wouldn't be surprised because, you know, it's a meme stock. So everyone wants to buy it, but as soon as it starts going down, of course they'll short it because it's like normal. And a short squeeze is a very rare phenomenon that happens with the abnormal amount of shorts. So if it would happen organically, it would be on one of these meme stocks. Not just an algo pretending to be a squeeze. If anything, just calling it a short squeeze all over social media just brings more attention to the longs, and they'll just be like, oh, we just hold it a little longer and everything's gonna be okay because we're all gonna squeeze them together. The evil shorts. I was about to say, we pull out our Bob Marley CDs and give that short CLWT from 2.5 down to 2.05 for 18%. Hey, good job. I think that was also the top picker on the day, but I don't know what that was. 1.4 to 2.6. Okay, almost went up 100%. So about like 85%. What would it be? A gap up chart? Let me look at the history. I'm pretty sure that was like a downtrending chart. Well, made money. So good job. Oh, no. Congratulations. There you go. I don't know if I would call that a gap up short though. Try it on here. Oh, I already have it up. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's actually downtrending. That's kind of a good thing. But it's still not a consistent resistance. At least it's not downtrending, so it won't bounce too high. I'm just trying to think of like, how'd you get the confidence to go in on that other than just being a 80% extension? Was it because this was the top play? Like, did this have an enormous amount of volume that made it top heavy? And I have so many questions. Okay, so 27 million, that's pretty heavy. So you probably saw it, it went up too fast, too soon, too heavy. And then you're just like, I'm willing to risk this small amount. Okay. AERC. Guess it unhalted. It's stale. Maybe I have to open my nose, bro. It's short, gap filled. I treated it as a gap and crap. What do we see today? Oh. AERC. E. That second green day. Or do we call it a... It's not really an overextended gap down. Like, it needs more consolidation. But it did do the push. We start from here to there. No math. Okay. Max.
I don't want that though. I think it'd be simple. Yeah, so yeah, it's pretty much double. What is this $7? Get the 8.3 then. 7.2. Because I said so. Wait. What am I doing? Oh yeah. LP. What was it? Was that a thing? Easy. Multiple green days. Massive pullback. Bounce. First red day. A lot of green days. Pullback. Bounce. But no consolidate. At the top. Pulled down. Up again. Open. Failed. Pretty expensive. Dollar bill. I want to figure out exactly what all of the combination is. 124. Okay, so probably reached it. Then we've seen that a few times, except normally it's like $20. So it's pretty much a multi-day runner. I feel like I'm supposed to call this. I give up. No, you, yeah. You call it a multi-day runner because there is no overhead resistance. Oh, not true. But it's not activated.
What about that? Well, we didn't get that far. True. What was that? Oh yeah. The pre-market volume was only 4 million, and the technical side showed a breakdown to the upside once market opened. Once I saw the breakout falling, entered risking the new high. Oh, you're talking about CLWT? Yeah. Under 6 million volume is a very light pre-market volume for me. But it's at 27 right now. Yeah, but for a $2 stock, that's not actually that crowded. About the breakout failing. After this past few days, crazy, maybe we'll be taking a break. 2-minute candle, the market and broke past push, staying the high with fading volume. So I chose to risk the new high, aiming for the support in pre-market. Good plan. Good plan. You had your resistances and supports. You had your risk management down. I just get so focused on like calling it something just so I can repeat it. Because like if we're just looking at resistances and supports, I'd trade everything, even OTCs. I'm not trading anything else for the rest of the day. I think I'm done. No plays for me worth chasing after. I'll see if something pops up later. I don't want to overtrade. ERC 6.65 average still holding. 7.65. What's so special about that number? Was it? Oh, okay. Oh, so yesterday's high. Okay, so are we gonna consider this a overextended gap down, 100% extension variation? And this is just slippage? All right. If that's the case. Is this the support that we have to crack? Oh no, at that point, I feel like you'd have to go sideways for a while. And I want to see how it turns out. I'm not gonna touch it though. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna touch it. Everything's so cheap. It's giving me so much FOMO. Like everything legit is pennies. All right, guys, it's 10:30. I'm gonna peace out. Be safe. If something pops up, I might trade it, but you'll hear about it tomorrow. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.